It's been a series that's had a little of everything so far. And an overflow crowd is on hand to see if we'll crown a league champion here tonight. It's Game 6 of the American League Championship Series between the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Steve, obviously things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, and it's been a tight series so far. And I don't think any of us thought that we'd be done in 4 or 5 games. But now it's backs against the wall time. This series has shifted locations. Now these guys need to win the final 2 games at home to win it. And at the very least, they're going to have a raucous crowd behind them to help them try and get it done.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Toronto Blue Jays.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Steve, what's the key to them earning a World Series berth here in hostile territory?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
Danny Santana strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, number 39.
Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball 1 as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose.
First pitch, 7:05.
Here it comes, 1-0. Flipped out the other way towards short. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. Somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Standing in now, Eduardo Nunez. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a 3rd time.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Miguel Sano will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, I think that's a pitch we're going to see a lot of tonight. It's much different than that four-seam fastball, and he gets a lot of run on that thing.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson might call a few strikes below the knees from time to time, but he tends to get pretty high praise. He's consistent, and he gets the call right just about every time.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Fly ball out toward left center field. And Saunders will handle this one for out number 2. The relay throw, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Yeah, that's just a good pitch right there. That's a two-seam fastball working its way back inside, and he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
Here's Brian Dozier now. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Steve, how do they go about keeping the series alive?
You got to be swinging at good pitches. Avoid wasting at-bats by going out of the strike zone on this guy.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this defense really revolves around the catcher. Very good back there, blocks a lot of the balls, guides that pitching staff. Really the most important guy on this defense.
Troy Tulowitzki comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Troy Tulowitzki.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
That's a really good 12-6 curveball there. And he'll throw that on any count, even when he's behind, because he has such confidence in that pitch.
Hughes steps into the windup, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Tap fouled at home plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, and no surprise, we talk about it all the time in the beginning of a ball game. Location is going to be a key. And here you can just see where this thing is. I mean, if he can continue spotting pitches there, he'll have a lot of success here tonight.
Stepping in now, Kevin Pillar. Hit hard back up the middle. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
Josh Donaldson takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. To short, hit hard. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. Now a long throw to third. And he is out on a strong throw.
Yeah, trying to get aggressive and take third on the single, but that's going to prove to be a bad decision as they wind up gunning him down.
Edwin Encarnacion now. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Two out with the man at first. Drilled on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Blue Jays held in check after one. No score. Eduardo Escobar makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Lifted in the air out to center field. Pilar has it in his sights, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting sixth, third baseman number 24, Trevor Plouffe.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in, and you see the numbers for the series so far. He's really been one of their unsung heroes.
Well, it seems like in just about every series, you get that one guy who really steps up, and he's been that guy so far.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. So with two gone now, here's a look at our playoff brackets. And as you see there, it's all over in the National League as the San Francisco Giants are already through as they'll take on the winner in this matchup for the World Series title. Joe Mauer into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Low for ball one. Line toward the alley in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Into the box, Eddie Rosario, as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, and that is 4 hits already here in the first 2 innings. Now, they need to work on breaking into that run column.
Kurt Suzuki gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Up the middle and off his leg. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Oh, nice recovery there. And this one will go down as an infield single, and a pretty painful one at that. It looks like he's all right out there, but things are getting worse for him now as this thing's going to load the bases.
Danny Santana will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time to put the pedal down.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Saunders is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Twins leave the bases loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Jose Bautista will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best, and they've pretty well neutralized him all October long.
Hughes looks in and delivers. Line toward right center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Well, this is something their hitting coach preaches every day at the batting cage. Stay inside the ball. Here he lets the ball get deeper into the zone and stays back and drives it to the right center gap.
Striding into the box, Chris Colabello, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Devin Travis. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. But one or the other is what you really need.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Sent on the ground out to second. Dozier fields it cleanly, and they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Into the box now, Russell Martin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In there, strike 1. First and second here with nobody out. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Talk about a missed opportunity there. You know, I think this pitch catches him out on his front foot, and you know that's an at-bat he'll wish he had back.
Michael Saunders settles into the box for his first chance. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
This is a kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine, not trusting his stuff.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
Three and two.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
First and second now, 1 man out. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Troy Tulowitzki will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Yeah, you know, when a pitcher gets into a little bit of a jam out there, you can bet he's going with his best stuff. So we may see a heavy dose of that slider right now.
Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Yeah, and he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Moving under it, Santana makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do. And that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So nice job to pick up that runner from third. Although the other 2 runners have to stay put now with 2 away.
Kevin Pillar steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat and one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Looking to minimize the damage here. And that misses 2-2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
The 2-2 pitch. Full count now. 3-2.
And I'll tell you, this is an inning that you really don't want to continue any further. So this next pitch really needs to be a strike.
Left side. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We've got more. It's Game 6, and we're back after this. Eduardo Nunez will come up to start things out in their half of the third. Plenty of opportunities for him those first 2 innings, but nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they've had their chances. 5 hits already, but they just haven't been able to make anything stand up.
Into the windup and the pitch. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. High and deep to center field. Ranging back is Pilar to the track. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
One of the great things about the play he made right there is it's really difficult to run after a ball that long and not have the ball bounce up and down in the air while you're running. You got to run on your toes. That's what he did. That keeps the ball smooth and makes it easier to catch.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Hit hard towards center. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Brian Dozier will dig in. He singled his first time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Calling for it, Colabello, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Yep, here it is again. Look at him just bury this one right at the letters. And you can see it. He got him to pull off the swing a bit and just pop it straight up.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. And the catch is made out there by Saunders, and that ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. They trail things here 2-0. Josh Donaldson digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Hughes gets the sign. First pitch on its way. To first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
So 1 gone in the inning for Edwin Encarnacion. Out in front of it, strike 1. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner or this guy will bury you.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out.
The right fielder, number 19, Jose Bautista.
In now, Jose Bautista. He singled his last time up. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And he looks like a new man out there as this is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Here it comes, 0-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the third baseline. Oh, and he took his eye off it as it's right through him into left.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops. He might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, it just goes right through him.
Into the box now, Chris Colabello. And he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip at strike 1. Belted high in the air out to left. Escobar looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 3rd home run of this series as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
Boy, the ball is definitely jumping here early. That's the first home run we've seen so far, but it's not the first hard-hit ball, and it's looking like it might not be such a good night to be a pitcher.
Now batting, second baseman.
Standing in now, Devin Travis. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
Russell Martin in now, hopped out in his first trip.
And it was a breaking ball that seemed to fool him and induce that pop-up last time, so he may see a steady diet of those right here.
From the stretch. Lifted in the air out to right. Sano is in pursuit, and that's the third out. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the two-run dinger. We're through 3 north of the border. Jays out in front here, 4-zip. Trevor Plouffe will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Pilar moves over, and that's the first out of the inning.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. The ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a one-pitch out.
At the plate, Joe Mauer. He reached on a single in his first try. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Saunders is over now, and he puts this one away in foul territory, and there are 2 men out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Eddie Rosario is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
And prior to the first pitch, you'll look to first. Don't want to forget about him.
Just keeping an eye on him.
In now, Kurt Suzuki. Hot shot on the ground is short, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Toronto leads this one 4-0. Michael Saunders is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Here's Hughes back to work now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Hughes is ready. Here it is on 0-2. And another foul ball. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him.
Well, this curveball right here has got a lot of snap to it. You can see pretty clearly he's finishing off his pitches much better than earlier in the ballgame and getting much better results as well.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2.
2 strike.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think he had him flinching on that one. That nearly came back to the inside corner.
Line to the right side. Taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
Stepping in now, Kevin Pillar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Four runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And a step off. Hit sharply on the ground. There is Dozier. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Hughes looking strong that half of the inning. Now let's see if the bats will follow suit. They're down 4-0. Danny Santana will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Saunders is there to put this one away, and it's a very quick out to start the 5th.
Boy, they are just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning, pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Eduardo Nunez will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
I'll tell you, this guy has been something else in these playoffs. I mean, when it matters most, he's come up aces more times than not. And he delivers once again here with a ringing double. Man, he's fun to watch.
Here's Miguel Sano. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 4-1 game.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. To short, hit hard. Underhanded flip. To second for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Twins get a run on 2 hits. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Twins 1. Josh Donaldson will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
First offering on its way. In tight with the curveball. Backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Escobar on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Boy, these are the kind of days where even I want to grab a bat. Everybody in that offense is hitting the ball hard somewhere.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And the pitch. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
Hit hard back up the middle. Dozier has it. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out.
The right fielder, number 19, Jose Martinez.
Jose Bautista will be the batter. He reached on an error and later scored his last time. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope.
And he lays off there 1-0.
No strike.
Called strike at the knees. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Shot toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
At the plate, Chris Colabello, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Hughes comes set. Here comes the first pitch. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
And that curveball is normally one of his best pitches. He just hasn't had a great feel for it so far.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. A runner on first with 2 away. Out in front of that one. May have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto, but they lead it 4-1. Leading off the inning, Eduardo Escobar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Seared down the first baseline, and a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far, and you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate, and look where it winds up. Completely out of the zone. And that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
So here's Joe Mauer. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Swinging a liner back through the box. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Eddie Rosario digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Shot back up the middle, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 4-2 game.
The catcher, number 8, Kurt.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Kurt Suzuki. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
Yeah, you know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Ready on 1-2. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Bautista coming on. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder,
Danny Santana strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Byron Buxton will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Byron Buxton.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. But he'll still manage to shuffle this ball off to second, and they get the force out after all to get him out of the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Twins 2. Byron Buxton will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Byron Buxton.
Devin Travis will get us going for the Jays here as they start their half of the 6th.
Leading up for Toronto, second baseman, Devin Travis.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. hit hard to the right side. To his right, Dozier, and a good throw gets him one gone.
And after a hot start, the bats have pretty much gone missing here in the middle innings. He sort of reinvented himself out there and has really turned things around.
So the leadoff man's retired now for Russell Martin. First pitch on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here it comes on 0-2. Now a ball lined to the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
There you get a look at his pitches by inning so far. No doubt that second inning is the one that really sticks out. He had to use a lot of his energy getting through that one.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Saunders. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Hit hard but foul. Liner toward right center. Sano is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. Game 6 moves on to the 7th inning now, but before we start, let's call on our game summary to show you how we got here. Leading off the inning, Eduardo Nunez, and they'll need him to get something going here. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
And another base hit right there. What else is new? We're going to give you another look at his line. That's a baker's dozen now. 13 hits he's allowed. It's like a nightmare out there, and it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Miguel Sano will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover.
Yeah, luckily no one got hurt there. Well, look at this swing in show motion. Took a mighty big hack there, and he winds up launching this thing. Boy, heads up down there.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Runner back safely. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in safely. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his 3rd hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
Here comes the Toronto skipper out toward the pitcher's mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Aaron Loop will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are two on here with nobody out.
Aaron Loop.
Brian Dozier will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tapped out in front of home. To second for one. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
Oh, it's just so nice to be able to bring in a reliever that can get you a ground ball. Sure enough, first batter he faces, he gets him to hit the ball on the ground, and it turns into a very important double play.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And this is all about having faith in your catcher that he's going to block that pitch, as well he should. He's one of the best around when it comes to smothering balls in the dirt.
Hard hit ball to second. There is Travis. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. After the break, don't go away. Troy Tulowitzki will start things off. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Twins 2. And here is Troy Tulowitzki. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the seventh. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Brandon Kinsler will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home seventh.
Brandon Kinsler.
Swing and a little tapper. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single. Trying to do a little too much out there, so that'll go into the books as an E2. Kevin Pillar comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1-0.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
That's inside. 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Still 2-2. Nobody out, runner on first. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Well, it probably wasn't the way he wanted to move the guy into scoring position, but it's going to have to do, and he's going to get that man up to second base now with one away.
Josh Donaldson takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
He's set, and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Sano over to his left, 2 down.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Blue Jays held in check, but they still lead this one 4-2. Brett Cecil will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Brett Cecil.
Trevor Plouffe will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Tulowitzki is right there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. Joe Mauer ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Cecil's ready. Here's the 0-1. 0-2 now as Mauer can't come up with anything on that swing. Now the pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Saunders is after it. 2 gone. Blue Jays trying to hold on here at the Rogers Center. They lead it here in the 8th as you get a look at the line score to this point in the contest. Eddie Rosario will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And, Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
Now here's the pitch. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he takes strike 2. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Now this is popped meekly in the air. Playable on the infield. In there, a base hit.
Have a night. 4 trips to the plate, 4 hits. They can't get him out.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bautista has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. They trail it here 4-2. Jose Bautista will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
Right fielder, Jose Bautista.
The pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Mauer's there. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Chris Colabello.
Chris Colabello is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Here it comes, 2-0. 3-0 now.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman,
Devin Travis strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
From the belt, the pitch. Runner goes. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 0-2 home. High pop-up. Nunez settles under it near second. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Wow, that's got to be a frustrating at-bat right there because you feel like you're all over a pitch, and then maybe your mechanics break down just a little bit. You get underneath it, and it just becomes a harmless pop-up.
Russell Martin stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch. And it's grounded foul. 2 out with the man at first. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Toronto as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific Canadian city.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the
Save
Blue Jays.
situation coming up now as they'll hand the ball over to the right-hander Drew Storen to try to get the final 3 outs. Byron Buxton will be the one leading things off as they go to work against Drew Storen.
This just isn't any closer. This is one of the top closers in the game, so good luck.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Saunders on the move. Makes the play, 1 away.
Well, that's pretty nice. You come into a ball game, you throw 1 slider, and you get yourself an out. Now, that'll help you settle right into the game.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Driven out to deep left center field. Pilar ranging back at the track, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second. He'll try for third, and he is in there.
You've got 1 goal here in the 9th. That's get the tying run to the plate. And he just whacks this ball. A single might have done the same thing, and I think he took a little bit of a chance that he didn't need to take, but he does make it into third with a triple.
Here's Miguel Sano as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Driven nicely into the gap. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinch runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Here's Brian Dozier now, as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 4-4 game.
What a clutch job of hitting right there as you drive that ball and get the run home to tie the ball game. Now you're standing on second base with a chance to take the lead, and look how fired up he is.
Steve Delabar will take over in a tie ball game with one gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Delabar.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, and it's now 6-4.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Roberto Ozuna will take over now with one away in the top of inning number 9.
Roberto Ozuna.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
On the ground to third. Donaldson's there. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
First baseman number 7, Joe Mauer.
Now to the plate, Joe Mauer, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So, boy, the wheels really came off the bus here in the top of the 9th as a huge 9th-inning rally has totally changed the complexion of this ballgame. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. Twins lead it 6-4. Jorge Polanco will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Michael Saunders will come forward now, trying to stave off elimination as he'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the 9th.
It's so hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Glenn Perkins is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 15, Glenn Perkins.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Perkins is ready, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out number one.
Troy Tulowitzki stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Bases are empty, one man out. Hit in the air to right field. Polanco is there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Kevin Pillar will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
And you got to think that guy right there is hoping he's going to get one final opportunity. They'll need a 2-out base runner for him to get any shot.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that is going to do it. The Minnesota Twins are your American League champions.
Well, this is really a great moment for these guys. They are the American League champions, and now they're going to get a shot to play for the ultimate prize, a chance at winning a World Series.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to the victory.
For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the AL Championship Series on MLB The Show.